for us, people are at the center of any business. Customers.
No, I mean for everyone.
Like it goes
really.
back to it.
Yeah.
And you want to be able to. I do customer service very well, for example.
Yeah.
And I've never made the conscious effort to learn how to. But it's just because if I put myself in the customer situation, like, what do I want to hear? When I sit down to dedicate an hour to something, it's paying me good money. Yeah.
Guys, that's. Let me touch the movie garment. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are a first time visitor, I am really excited to have you here. My name is Emmanuel Faith and this is another episode of Career Chat with Emmanuel Faith. Anytime you say they have a guest, just know that I'm not talking HR or employability, it's Career Chat. And today I have a very gorgeous, elegant, eloquent, as people will discover, fashionista.
That's such an interesting term.
Super brilliant, super exciting. Guys, you know that every adjectives I use end up qualifying my guest the right way. Yeah, I can keep listening, but then she'll start blushing, so I'm going to stop. Hi, Lase.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, I'm super excited to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, editor can cut this place. Lase used to be the former love of my life.
Fair enough.
But then life happened. See, she not deny it, you know. But life happened and then we move on to other greater things. I'm super excited to have you here.
I am actually happy to be here. I can't remember the last time I did this.
Right. And I decided to bring you because the first edition of like Career Chat, I had a lot of career professionals, you know, managers from PwC, designer, product manager, I had a lot of marketers, community managers. But for the second episode, I realized that, I mean, looking at my circle, for instance, not everybody does a traditional 9 to 5.
Yeah, I've never had a traditional 9 to 5.
Exactly.
And I've always worked.
Exactly. So there are people that actually work. They are not funders in that sense. Yeah. And they also do not have a traditional 9 to 5. So I said, you know what? For the second season, I'm going to spice things up. I'm going to bring...
Spice things up. Yeah. That's you will find out why that's struck me along the line.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to spice this up. So I bought House of Vivo.
Oh, yeah.
You know, follow Kodra. Yeah. So, like, you know what? Let's look into the fashion world.
You have such a large community.
Right.
You have a large, diverse community.
Yeah, I think that diverse. It's average. Thank you. See what you guys are enjoying for free. Anyway, yeah. So I bought Lase. Lase is many things. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to box her. There's no box in Lase's life. But for the purpose of this conversation, I'm going to box her into being a fashionpreneur because, I mean, that itself is encompassing. So I'm going to hand over to her now. So, you know how people say, oh, one of the most difficult questions HR asks is, can you tell me about yourself? Which is really, really, really hard because I've seen people fluster. So instead of, can you tell me about yourself, one thing I like to ask my guests is, tell us something interesting about you. Or something people would not have guessed.
That people would not have guessed? Probably that I cannot drive.
See me?
No, but I don't know if that's something. Would you have guessed that I cannot drive?
I've
never learned to drive.
So you cannot move a car?
Oh, I can't move a car.
Okay, I'm better than you. Because I can't move a car.
No, I can't move a car.
That's weird. So not weird in the sense of you can't drive. It's like, oh, I can't swim or I can't. But weird in the kind of social life that you have, your friends, your network, the events you go. Did you decide not to?
No, so very fun story. Why I decided not to drive. Mommy and Daddy, please don't watch this. But, so growing up, I'm the first child. Yeah. And growing up, I'm just like, wait, if I learn how to drive, my mom works across states.
Oh.
And, you know, like, my parents are such fans of, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
Yeah,
like, if you need to run an errand,
you have to do it.
So I'm just like, if I learn how to drive now, because my father was willing to teach me to drive since I was 16.
I'm jealous.
It's like, if I learn how to drive now,
You'll be
they will not say I should be going to Ogun. What will happen on the road? Like, what will happen between Ife and Ogun State?
Wow.
With me in the car? No.
That's so,
And so there's such a funny reason. Like, I just don't want to, I didn't want, like, it was one less reason for me to be, like, it was one less
looking
thing.
at you. I want to beat you up.
Like, it was one less thing for me to, like,
worry about
in
to your
terms to errands.
concerns. Oh my god.
Yeah, like, I'm willing to run any other errand. But when it's very, you know how your errands will triple? They'll just say, oh, sorry, gbe moto on bed.
Yes, oh my god, African parents. But we lost your door,
yeah. But I'm also really, I'm somewhat scared of the road, if I'm being honest. And I think now I could actually learn to drive now. I will probably learn to drive this year, at some point this year. But I've also, my time has become so valuable. So the times I spent seated at the back of the car. So I'm used to renting cars and renting drivers, and that works for me. I can sit down. I do a lot of my approvals on the go when I'm in the car. I do take quick phone calls.
Operation.
Yes, I do it's quick things because when I sit down to dedicate an hour to something, it's paying me good money. Yeah.
Guys, let me touch the movie garment. When I sit down to do an hour of anything, it's paying me good money. God, when?
No, but like, God, you know, when you dedicate, it's like when you dedicate your time to doing something, it means that's worth. Is either worth your time.
It can pay money and it can pay good money. There's a difference, my friend. Guys, you're about to learn how to ensure that your 1 hour pay good money. If you have not been serious before, this is where you grab a bottle of water in your jotters. Okay, so let's start. So what does Lase do?
That's such an interesting question.
Yeah,
I found a new title recently that is to
updates of that conversation.
Yes, updates on that conversation.
Okay.
Thanks to Victor Adewale and my brother Taiwade and me, I now go by the culture producer for this phase of my life. Really, because that's what I think encapsulates the lots of things that I do. I'm not a writer. I don't think I write well, but I do have these medium.
That's a lie, guys. She's a very. Do you remember?
I write like I speak. That's not. No, I'm not a writer. I've never learned to write.
So writing well is relative, but continue. I don't want to.
Yeah, it's relative, exactly.
Yeah. But I'm going to link a medium, so you guys are going to be a judge of that, if you write well or not.
I probably have like 4 articles on there.
Yeah, and then you just stopped. And I'm like,
because
I was enjoying the series. Why did you stop?
Oh, really? I have a bunch of drafts. I'm just like, yeah, it's not nice.
They are nice.
Yeah, I won't. I'll think about it.
I will cast you after this shoot. I'll go post on Twitter.
But pretty much, I have this medium that's called Today's JD, which is today's job description. And that is the perfect way to describe what my life is like. Today is different from tomorrow, and it's different from yesterday, and it's different from next week.
Yeah.
Some days you don't even know what
what's
the future is like.
Next,
You know that today is.
You
will try to be staying.
And then tomorrow you are directing an art exhibition.
Right. I think that the exhibition is now what everybody remembers as my most recent work. Because it's really very recent,
and it was a good PR.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Oniyo people were going to be happy to hear that.
Shout out to
Oniyo.
We'll get that. You will get that. So I've been your friend for half a decade. That's monumental. I didn't know.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. So you've been in at least 4 or 5 roles, and the reason why I'm asking this question is there's a video on my channel, and guys, maybe we'll come here. I will link it, where I spend time just talking about career transitioning. And one point that Ahmad in that video was that, like, your life is a marathon, really. Like, your career is a marathon. Like, we do 15, even if you're a trust fund babe, you do 15 to 20 years in your career, even if you want to retire by 40, right? So that means that you do not have to be concerned about your first career, because you can do your first career for 1 year and quit. And quit it. And you can also do it for 5 years and take a totally different
and pack it up.
Yeah, and say, do you know what?
Some people even pack up 10 years.
Right? I mean, I don't have people like that yet. But like,
really? Yeah, somebody, I've been in banking for 10 years, but like, I'm going to do something else now.
Fascinating. Yeah, so you have been able to juggle a lot of roles in quite a short period of time. How did you do that? Why are you tilted towards risk when people are running away from risk?
I think that the primary thing is that I'm such a curious person. I was always a curious child. Curiosity, that's the one word answer. But if I was to break it down, I've been I was curious as a child. I also somehow ended up creative. Like I'd been sketching since I was a kid, and like stitching rags on dolls and just doing things. So I've been very curious, and curiosity is really what has informed these decisions. How can I do something better? There has to be something better than what I know. It also helps that I didn't come from like a wealthy background. I mean, my parents were comfortable, thank God, but I just knew that if I wanted to know what the world was about, I had to learn about it. And I think I don't know why I thought I needed to be independent so early.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, there's that.
So it's like I'm learning, but I'm making money from learning. So I'm one of those people who learn a lot of things on the job. Like the early years of my career, they'll say, oh, can you do this? I'll say, oh, no, I can do it though. Then I'll Google how to something. But yeah, in general, I believe that, I'm a firm believer of the fact that creativity thrives in motion. My life can sometimes be chaotic, but I don't necessarily chase the chaos.
It just follows you.
Yeah, it just follows me. And I'm restless, but in a good way. So it just makes sense that I have to find something to do. And I've never regretted this decision, even though it wasn't a decision that I sat down and I made. But I've never wished, oh, should I maybe like I've had a stable career, or should I have
stayed in a role for 3 years?
Yeah, should I have stayed in a role for 3 years? In fact, most of the roles that I take up are always like, I know the period of time that I need to do the work.
6 to 12 months.
Yeah, and then like we're good. And I think that every creative should be curious.
Yeah, and I like that you're doubling down on being a creative. And one thing that you said that stuck with me was creativity happens in motion. Yeah,
I think creativity thrives in motion. That's one of the profound things that I live by. There's a lot of the things that I've learned along the way. I figure that I will not have learned them if I stayed still.
That's very profound. So let's double down a bit. I wanted to ask a question, but I'm going to take a jump on that question and ask another one. So at the core, every other thing I've spent out of like your love for fashion and stuff. What has life been as a fashionpreneur?
Fun fact is that I've left fashion for 2 years.
I was about to say that disclaimer, guys. She's left fashion, but yeah.
Not left. I'm
like
still very actively in fashion, but I don't fuss. Like my front facing isn't necessarily fashion anymore. Yeah. Although like I'm sure that there's half of the people that know me would refuse.
Guys, she has done a lot of things. You know, I don't want to cast you. Like, talk about your role at Lagos Fashion Week.
Oh yes, I was the designers communication manager for a couple of seasons before.
A couple of seasons, like 2-3 years running, guys. She's very humble. Very humble. It means like without her, we don't have Lagos Fashion Week for like 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
No,
well, see, she was about to be humble again. All the great things, the decoms, the design. I was that she used to stress. I said, make I catch you.
Wow.
Okay, so let's talk. And the reason why I'm asking this is that in your fashion era, your fashion girly era, there was an approach that you had to fashion that was beyond, hey, I make clothes. It's not even, hey, I make custom clothes. It's, hey, I'm designing the end-to-end experience of what I want my clients to feel.
Yeah.
And I wanted you to like maybe touch on that as a way of advice on like people in fashion right now.
So when I used to actively, like publicly do fashion, I still do fashion, like we had a conversation about that. But when I used to run my eponymous label publicly, it mattered to me, and curiosity again. When I started, I was building a brand that I didn't know how to go about it, so I was learning a lot of things along the line. But in these learning experiences, I then realized that what is most important is not even the product, it's the customer and everything that has to do with the customer, of which a good product is part of it, right? And that's what every marketing person will tell you, that the customer wants to feel something, they want to be able to, they want to experience an experience.
Yeah.
So my standing out was, like any customer that comes to me, as to have an experience. What is that experience? Then I started to build it. So you would, and it also didn't help that I wanted to charge reasonable money.
Lase likes money, guys. I can put it out there for free. Lase money like this. She's not like some of us.
No, but I'm just saying big money, babe. Like I can't deny that. Yeah.
I feel like you're one of those people that are able to quantify efforts. And if you watched my video on how to ask for a salary, how to negotiate a pay or something like that, it was one of the points I made. I think you're one of my not few friends, actually I have a lot, but you're one of my friends that you're able to say, hey, this is the effort I am putting into this and charge accordingly.
Let me tell you, I break it down to the T. I say, like, I know what my time is worth by the hour. If somebody says, how much would you charge for something? So I take on a lot of consulting things in things that I've never done before, heard of before. I'm just like, okay, you know what? It will take me a total of like 40 hours to do this thing. I would spend 3 hours researching and then I would cost it by the hour. Then I will now add whatever I want my IP to be.
Wow.
That's how I'm going to give you the charge.
IP is intellectual property, by the way.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But it's not, it's broken down to the T, because that's the way I think you can actually be profitable. When I see a lot of maybe like designers on Twitter and they're talking about, oh, if you buy it for 6K, why can't you just, like, if you make it for 6K, why can't you sell it for 8K? I'm like, okay, now you can sell it for 8K, but how would you scale? So profitability is a thing for me.
And I think that's like a major lesson. And maybe a way to just put it out there is that, like, not every customer is for you. Yeah. Not every client is for you.
Not every money is your money to spend or to get or to even take.
Yeah, but I think it's also one of the things that can help you, like, distinguish yourself.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so slightly away from, do I want to run away from fashion? Slightly away from fashion, of your many interesting and strategic roles, which one have you found the most exciting?
I think it'll be creative direction. Just because it combines big visions. I think I have big ideas. Combines big visions with the little details that bring the vision to life. So creative direction, it helps me. I manage people well. I'm able to trust a team to execute an idea bigger than what the initial concept was. And it always, like, it's always, 2 heads are always better than 1. So
2 good heads.
Well, I don't hire bad heads in the first place.
Oh shit! What?
But yeah, I think creative direction. So it helps me think. I'm able to think of the first basic idea, and I'm able to say, oh, I think we can go in this direction. So how do we go in this direction? And just watch people perform. Like, watch them actually thrive in what they've been hired to do.
I see.
I think that's one of my favorites.
Yeah. I just remember that you had an era as a talent manager.
I still do have an era as a talent manager. But what it is, though, is that the company where I work, Onio, manages talent.
Come on, management.
Now. So it's like, it's a company thing now, as opposed to just myself. So we have talent managers who do this, but like, when there is big conversations to have, big decisions to make, I step in when the talent or the client in our case has like something to discuss. They discuss with me, but in the day-to-day. So I figured that over time, again, we've been friends for long enough. My time has graduated from being able to handle like little things in the day-to-day, to hire
strategic things.
Yeah.
No, that's for a thing. And it's interesting that you're talking about New York, because my next question was going to be, what's something exciting you're working on recently that you want people to know?
Actually, our anniversary campaign. So we launched in July of last year with a really nice campaign. Everybody liked it. And so I'm thinking and scheming, and I have a couple of ideas. And
we're going to produce this video around the anniversary campaign, so it will be part of the campaign.
Yeah, so we're working on our first year anniversary campaign. Oniyo she's like my child. It feels very, very personal, And I'm thinking and scheming and working and executing to give her like a befitting, like, I'm those Yoruba moms who their daughter's first birthday is for them, it's not for it.
Yeah,
but it's not for me. It's so many. So yeah, That's kind of what I do.
I feel like I wanted to share the Union story, like the name itself and stuff. And I think that one point I also wanted you to touch on is how, like, as a creative, how will I explain this? You do not have to like stay operational like continuously. You are able to like scale to strategy, expand, and then be able to, what's the word now, bring together all your multiple expressions for your next level of income.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you did with Onia.
Yeah, that's what our essence is. Now, Onio.
Guys, she's about to enter teaching mood.
So I think I mentioned earlier when we were having this conversation that I said my eponymous label with no experience, nothing. I just had, maybe internship experience.
Guys, some of the things that she cooked will come up here. So very good work. I was obsessed.
Thank you so much. But yeah, I was running this business and it wasn't looking like what I wanted it to look like. So curiosity. Started learning and working. So I would work in. Now I've had a career in fashion, modeling, film, music.
Oh my God, there was a modeling
in the arts.
Too.
Yeah, I used to actually be a model. In the arts, like I've had a career across in
all
tech,
spheres.
in interesting. Yeah, so I've picked up different things that are useful to actually run any business and then a creative business. And I used to be that friend that, like my friends would, like my freelancer friends especially, like this client, what do I do? What do I say? How do I go about this with my business? And the things I was learning, I was applying and it was working. And then along the line, like I would hear something like maybe, I'm not happy because this client did it. And I'm just like, like nobody's really representing these people. Like somebody needs to represent these brands. Everybody believes that business owners can figure it out by themselves or creatives can figure it out by themselves. But I'm a firm believer in the fact that creativity can make you very wealthy. Like you can be as rich as a professor or like the biggest doctor, as a 95er who has a stable career, right? You can be just as rich. The mechanics are just different. And what I'm here to do is to show you the mechanics, execute it for you. Like this is how actually build a profitable business. So it is more, we say it's end to end because it is like from ideation to the last bit of the execution. If we were building a fashion brand, for example, if you were sitting down with you on the naming, the branding, building your website, designing the products, designing your specific prints, building the experience of what your brand should be, what your community should look like.
That's encompassing.
It is very, very.
That's actually very encompassing.
For some clients, we do like customer service. We deliver the products, like logistics. We saw the logistics. So we're the team for the teamless.
Team for the teamless. Okay, that's exciting. I probably will just link your website somewhere in the description.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so give a budding fashionpreneur an advice.
Stay curious. There's always something new to learn. In whatever capacity, like in whatever way you want to think about it, there's always something new to learn. There's always something that you can improve on. There's somebody is doing it better than you. And like again, every time I see this discourse on the internet, why are they charging this amount of, have you taken the time to find out what they do, like why they've been charging this money now and nobody's dying?
Exactly.
They're not closing up. They're actually not closing up their businesses. You come and drag the brands and they will still thrive. You will see them in Milan Fashion Week in February next season. You're going to see them in New York.
A client is wearing their clothes in Venice.
In Venice. Somebody's buying it and wearing it. So they're on people's summer boards on TikTok.
Oh yeah, did you hear about this? What's this? It's one of, I said what I said's favorite brand. High Collective. Yeah, that people flew in from US.
Oh no, but let me explain it to you. I was so sad that I couldn't purchase. I had to purchase on the website. I didn't know that they were running a sale. I got there and like The
So it's
is
gone.
nothing. Everything is
Even
gone.
our own favorite Busty.
Even Busty. Let me tell you, I beg Renike. I've gone to befriend
Shout out
Dami.
to
It doesn't
Renike.
work. Shout out to Renike and Dami doing fantastic stuff.
So
In all my singing and dancing, it doesn't work. In fact, if you check my Twitter, I tweeted it. There was a drop. I had it in my card. I was trying to pay. I was literally adding my card, and then I pressed send, and then they said the item is no longer available.
What do you mean?
Like 6 minutes after the release time. So people are doing insane things, and you just need to find out how they're doing it. Like there's something that they're doing that you're not doing. And if you, you see, when I see budding creatives piling on creatives that they feel like they overcharge, I'm like, you're just doing yourself.
When you get there,
if you feel like they're overcharging, that's your opinion and that's okay. But how about you find out why they're actually even able to do this, so that you can decide that when you have these skills and this knowledge and this
you're
information,
going to charge half.
You can decide that you will charge half. When you spend thousands of dollars getting MBA or a skill, you charge. Don't worry, charge your 8,000.
Yeah, no, I like the stay curious part, and especially like just finding out what other guys are doing. That you can do better. Okay, then.
Sorry. I think that the only other thing would also be to know your why. This is a very touchy subject because some people just start businesses just because. But I think that the most important thing, and actually you will not know your why if you're not curious. So it still links. You should know your why. You should know why you're doing what you're doing. Yeah. It's generic, but it's very, very, very helpful.
That's very deep. So away from serious questions, guys, she likes teaching. Like, can see how she's teaching like professor.
No.
What's a random fashion arc for the girlies? See,
very much fun. I have two.
Okay.
Number one is accessories.
Yeah.
You can wear the most basic things. I have a lot of. I'm not a dainty jewelry girly. I probably have some, but I'm very for statement jewelry because I feel like you can take things up a notch.
But as you can see, guys, she's even modest today. I'm surprised that you're not wearing something yet. Sorry.
Wow.
Like I said, she's my former love of my life.
But for like, if I'm getting past accessorizing, which I think is the first rule, by the way, is that you should always have something interesting. So when I'm trying to figure out what to wear, it has to be interesting to me
first.
Whether by fit, by color, the layering, structure, texture. There's this popular TikTok sound that say, if it's not something by color, it's by shape, it's those things actually really help. Because you just need to find one factor. Like you could, if you're beginning, like if you're just starting out trying to figure out your style, you can keep it simple. Just always find the one thing that will stand out. It could be your shoes. I love shoes. I have like these distinct looking shoes, right? And I make the conscious effort to buy statement pieces that will serve as highlights. So if I'm wearing the simplest thing, if I wear a pair of my shoes, like, it'll be good. If I put on some jewelry, and then everybody's just like, she's so dressed up. No, darling, it's just
it's just a touch up.
Yeah, it's just a touch up.
Eraser,
pretty much. Like erases it.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, so guys, you can't invest in jewelry.
Accessorize and find the one detail.
I see. Interesting. So this question is, I probably know the answers because now you're not even doing. She's doing fashion, guys. I'm
actually doing fashion, you guys. There's people who pay me out of retirement to make customs for them.
Hey, they pay out of retirement.
Actually, I'm also very actively in fashion because
Lagos Fashion.
The brands that we work with.
Yeah,
I do product development. I do I'm on the design team.
Yeah.
I'm designing. So one of the exciting things on our anniversary is that we're launching Spice Club. You guys actually heard it first.
Hey,
I had the biggest announcement
spice
publicly. Our New Year's tagline is Spice Things Up.
Oh, that's why like. Oh,
so we're launching Spice Club. It's a community for creatives, for the average creatives to mingle, have fun, but we have merchandise, a range of things, clothing, furniture, things that are functional for a creative, right? So I'm designing that. I'm a designer for hire as well. I design people's collections and they pay me for it.
Do you know what came to mind?
What?
You do a lot.
Yes, I do quite a lot.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, was I thinking my life was busy?
Yeah, that's what today's JD really.
Please go back to that series. So, but one, maybe this is my last serious question before we go to fun and wrap this up. Guys, have you been having fun so far? Because I have.
Have you been having fun? Wow. I feel like I'm talking a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys will not want me here like again, but you know.
Please, at this point, right, I'm having fun if you're having fun. If you get here.
If you're here, wow, I will be so happy.
Right, yeah, please, right, I'm having. So one last serious question for me is, so as creatives, especially because most creatives really, and I know that I asked Alma this question, and if you've not seen my episode with Alma, please watch. Is there any correlation? So I'll ask it to you in one question. Is there any correlation between what you studied and what you're doing right now? And if there isn't, is there any part of what you've studied that you think has contributed immensely to your different multiple expressions as a creative?
Very interesting question.
Yeah. That's why I say it's the last serious one.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So I think first fun fact is that I don't have an undergraduate degree as of when I'm filming this.
Stories might change.
I don't know, really. Really, I don't know.
We've done our best.
But I started uni in 2015.
19. Oh yeah, the first half.
Yes. So I was a medical student and then dropped out. But what medical school actually taught me was detail and precision.
Detail and precision.
I spent 2 years cutting up bodies and stuff in the lab, learning about the little details, and they'll give you like 120 questions to answer in like 30 minutes. Just all those things. Thank God that life is behind me.
Amen. Hallelujah.
I dropped out and ended up doing psychology. And psychology has really contributed a lot. Not necessarily even because of what I was being taught in school, but just that's the second course that I eventually went into, and it's made me develop interest in understanding people and their behavior. And that has contributed, like that is one of the reasons why we're able to do the work that we're doing now.
Interesting.
Because we do a lot of work with people. For us, people are at the center of any business, customers.
No, I mean for everyone.
Like it
really
goes back to it.
Yeah.
And you want to be able to, I do customer service very well, for example.
Yeah.
And I've never made the conscious effort to learn how to, but it's just because if I put myself in the customer situation, like what do I want to hear? It's very simple.
Yeah,
so psychology has taught me like the simple things, understanding human behavior, why they will spend at what particular time. It has set the basis for me to do high level thinking on like determining what a customer would like.
No, interesting. No, that I really like, because I remember Alma was talking about how architecture helps her think about things in projects and pieces.
Yeah.
So she has a big project and she's breaking it down into pieces.
Into pieces, yeah.
And then because in
That
architecture,
makes a lot of sense.
you have to be so detailed. So
Yeah.
if you're measuring a wood and the wood is 1.10 instead of 1.0, the door might
There'll
not
be a
close.
Yeah.
Just down 0.01, and like it helps her with a plan, her travel plans. If she mistakenly pick a city that is 5 something latitude as against 5 something longitude,
That's done. Yeah.
that can change. You know? So it's really exciting to see you reference psychology, you know, and its role in what you're doing so far. So my penultimate question, by the way, I don't know if you watched my previous episodes, but my last question is always for my guests to ask me a question.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so my penultimate question is, what's one question you wished I asked that you would love to answer? No, a question I have not asked that you would love to answer. That's tricky.
That's very tricky.
Okay, so before then, if you are not doing anything that look like fashion, what will you be doing? Customer service.
You know, maybe documentary. I enjoy telling stories, which is also at the core of what we do. Telling brand stories. So maybe like I'll be a documentarian or a cultural anthropologist or something. Just being very
retelling stories that
stories.
exist, but people are not aware of.
People that not aware of.
No, that's nice.
Or yeah.
You will sell in America.
Yes,
in America.
in my old age, I want to be an industrial designer.
Okay.
Because that's the only thing that makes sense. Like I
what
love
does that constitute of?
to design things. I want to be able to design anything.
Mm.
Like work with somebody who has expertise in this thing. Like I design it the way I want. They have the execution, but I want to be able to design cars and
Interesting.
kitchenware and furniture.
Did you know the next thing I was going to talk about was kitchen and furniture?
Yeah,
'Cause
kitchenware
like-
and furniture and things. I already do fashion, but yeah, like just again things like functional things. I'm a functional lifestyle person.
So it's very important that whatever
so it's very
is around
important
you
is doing the job
that
of what
you're
he needs to do.
supposed to do.
I'm not going to try to sit here and say, oh, like I'm trying to curb consumerism or stuff because I purchased quite.
That's one of your major
You guys are
sources of
shopping.
income.
I'm sad.
Oh, sorry.
But,
Okay, come back home. Come back home. Yeah.
But like, if I'm shopping when I'm sad, it has to be functional. It has to be something that I need or stuff like that. And I think that being an industrial designer would tie it what I'm doing now is that's what it really is. I'm designing brands, designing people's products-based brands, designing people's personal brands, designing ideas, designing products. All the things I do is I'm designing something. I'm thinking of how something can really come together. It's design.
Yeah, and a point I want to make, like if you're watching this, is because what's exciting about your story so far is how you've lived different lives and how you are able to collect all the experiences that you used in this current life to, like, you know, go to your next life. Because we won't even be talking about like design if you did not have
I never explored
fashion and stuff. Yes, so back to my penultimate question. Do you have an answer now? Is there any question you wish that?
I think the generic question that I would have expected would have been more like, what does success look like?
Sorry, I don't ask. It's not basic. But I asked niche question. Yeah, but like you can answer that, like, yeah.
What does success look like for me now? It's very simple and straightforward. First thing is peace. I don't take any money that disturbs my peace. I think second thing would be creative freedom. I want to work with you and work with your brief, but you need to be able to trust that I know what I'm doing and that you can let my mind dream. Curiosity has helped me. Like when I think of things now, I'm just like, you know, like 4 years ago, I would never have thought that this was possible. But yeah, I am casually thinking that I want to shoot something from the sky. Wow.
You sound so much like Alma right now. Yeah.
But like, hi Alma, if you're watching this. But yeah, like, and the last thing would be impact. Oniyo, I say that I worked there, but like when I founded Oniyo, it was really, we dream, we develop, and we manage purposeful brands. Like whatever work I'm doing has to be purpose driven, has to have impact. So I think in that order, peace first of all. I don't want any money that is not going to make me sleep at night. Creative freedom that can help. My soul needs to
express.
Yes,
you can see, guys.
I need to express.
And then the last
one is it has to be impactful. Once I'm doing those three things, I'm successful.
Yes, no, that's good, and it also helps to guide maybe what success looks like for you. Yeah. So the last question is for you to ask me a question. The way you turned your head down.
Because the question I want to ask.
Though I'm not sure that you can beat the difficulty of any of my previous guests. Because people have asked me the same questions.
No, I don't even think it's difficult.
Okay.
I think I'm a good boss.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, my eyes are really seeing. What's my one key to building a stable team, like with sanity? I guess what's your biggest tip for hiring?
Okay, that's good. So maybe not my biggest, but my most forward. Hire people who have selfish reason for joining your organization. It's very unconventional, but when you are starting out your brand, and I said this at an accelerator for founders very recently, people who have selfish reasons. So the selfish reason might be, I want to work with Lase. Lasha is the big person, you know. The selfish reason was, hey, you know, Lasha once had an era of Lasha ready to wear, and I want to. The selfish reason might be that I need money, and they are paying well. The selfish reason might be I'm just giving. So the thing is, so I'm going to
I actually
manage.
really like that.
Yeah.
Because it means that they will work hard to meet their own goal.
So I mean, you guys know I run a HR clinic. If you don't know now, you do. Right? So I mean, what I also do for HR clinics is provide like services for small state business like yours. And I remember, yes, let me come and pitch my market. No, you can. You that your 1 hour is giving you good money, you can.
No, you see this.
Let me put a price out there. So I charge $50 to $100 per hour, like for a speed consultant. So you can afford me. Yeah. So
what? What do you mean you say you can afford me? I earn in Naira. Everybody. Emmanuel Faith is now my sponsor as of today from this show.
You will look at both of us.
I'll add this to my sponsor
look at
list.
both of us. See, and can buy my outfit. Anyway, back to story. So I did a consulting, one of my favorite NGO brands, and I remember like I had head of operations or something, and the person that was like 2 years ago, 18 months ago, the person was looking to apply to like MasterCard and all these scholarships, and she was looking to do something in like recycling and stuff. And so I said, don't worry, she will do a good job because she's not doing a good job not just for your brand, she's also doing a good job
for herself.
For herself. So
yeah. So she will be there. She will be on job.
So all you know is that, okay, I have this person for 12 to 18 months or 12 to 24 months. Guess what? They might even stay longer. But in that moment, they are going to do shit good job. Because they are not just joining for joining sake. They are joining because they have other selfish reasons. Yeah. So
thank you so much. I'm gonna but you know what? Subconsciously, that's kind of that's part of what informs the final decision. So when they do the first stage of interviews, I'm not there. But like when I'm talking to the top 3 people, the way that I ask them the question is like, what's your personal goal?
Why? Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, can I also ask what's your why?
Because when I know what your personal goal is, I can tell if this role is going to align with your personal goal or not.
Yeah, oh my god, yes, that's true.
Also just because I'm a fan of growth. Like I would not be here now where I am in life if I wasn't growing.
Yeah, that's true.
And if people didn't give me the opportunities, or even if I didn't fight for some of the opportunities that I've had.
There's a lie, she fought for them. But yeah.
Fair enough. But like I've done some, you know, like life defining projects for my age. If to put it in that way.
That's true.
And if I didn't do that, I would not be able to start up an organization, be hiring experts to work or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which one of our things, like our culture at Onio, is to help the team members actually achieve their own personal goal. Doesn't have to align with their role. So like someone can say, like, I'm interested in makeup. I'm like, oh yeah, I know this makeup artist is doing this course. You should have it, and I will pay for it.
Oh, that's interesting.
You want, or somebody they want to pick up a skill in video editing, but they are in maybe customer service. Oh, we have shoot next week. Do you want to come?
Tag along?
Yeah, so you are on the shoot list. If you see it 3 times and you say you like it, I'm going to talk to one of the videographers or filmmakers that we work with or that we manage. I have an intern that I think you would like. You don't have to look for those opportunities. Like outside. You can be yourself within us. I'm not one of those bosses who says, oh, you customer service. This
is what I had you to do. This is what I hired you to do.
Yes, like you do what we pay you to do. No. Yeah, no. I like to see people thrive. If anybody in my organization owns a business, I patronize them. I'm really happy. I'm happy for them to be happy. Because that's the only way that I can in turn be happy. Because if anything is, I'm a crybaby. That's the fun. That's my fact.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I cry a lot. I'm sad, I cry. I'm frustrated, I cry. So if I don't want to cry, everybody that I'm working with too should be happy. I guess. And I feel like that's also like one of our retention strategies. If you feel like you're achieving your personal goal, why would you want another job?
No, that's what I think. And then like in HR, we call that internal mobility. The award for the boss of the year goes to Lase of Onio Agency.
I don't know if people are going to think so.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much. If you had gotten this point, I don't drop off on the way. It's been like I said, like when I was bringing Lase on board, and guys, we had that conversation. What will Lase come and talk about now?
Yeah, because you
But now
guys, I
that
never
you're
know
here,
what to talk about. I hope I've done a good job.
No, you did an amazing
But this
job.
was fun.
Yeah, it was fun and it was exciting, and you should do more of this.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm very sure like either you're a fashionpreneur or you're just someone watching or you're just a graduate of I think that you've picked pivotal lessons. I think that the highlight of the conversation for me was you just doubling down on the importance of curiosity.
Yeah.
You know.
If I were to give anybody, like any creative, any advice, it would be like protect your curiosity. Like protect your ability to be
Just
curious.
stay curious, yeah.
You know, that's a thing. You need to
so
be
that
able
people
to,
don't shut
yeah,
down.
so they don't shut it down when you feel like you've gotten to the highest peak. Best believe there's something higher than your peak.
Protect your ability to stay curious because there's something higher than your peak. And with that, we draw a curtain to this very exciting
Thank
episode.
you guys. Wow. This
Thank
has
you
been
very
so
much
fun.
for watching.
Oh my love.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe.
Please also that I've added him to my sponsor list now.
So that YouTube will start paying me dollars. So that we'll come and invest in Oniyo. So the next episode, I remain your favorite, Emmanuel Fates. Bye.